Afternoon, everyone. How are we all feeling today? Hi, if you're new, can you write in newbies? And can we all swipe to the left and share with your followers? Hi, Cerise. Hello. Yes, it's lovely out there, isn't it? I'm really hot in my office. Is anyone else really hot? Summer is round the corner. Yeah, guys, swipe to the left, share with your followers. I think today's going to be a really, really interesting subject. You're really going to enjoy yourselves. I wonder if anybody's got the green hearts today for St. Patrick's Day. Hi, Lisa. Oh, green hearts. Keep those green hearts coming. With my red hair, I've got a bit of Irish heritage, so I'm loving the green today. Thanks, Emily, for sharing. Swipe left, guys, share with your followers. We might be able to give them some content that would be really, really useful, make somebody else's day better. Right. Just get into the song a little bit, start the vibe for today, and I think we're ready to go. Right, so afternoon everybody, just a quick one obviously from me. It's just our standard Thursday afternoon session, and what I wanted to talk to you all about was the cost and time of setting up businesses. So how many of you on the line are either new business owners, or you're involved in network marketing, or you are wanting to start a business but you're frightened to do so? How many people does that affect? Let's make it interactive. It's a big Q&A session today, so tell me on the line what the type of businesses that you're all doing. Let's have a look what we've got. It's a lady from Essex. What are you doing, hun? Network marketing. Okay, network marketing. Okay, I know we've got a dentist on the line. Okay, lots of network marketing followers. Okay, so let me just use an example. So obviously when you're part of network marketing, it's about building teams and growth. And I'm sure a lot of the time you will hear from people saying, I don't have time to do a business. Martin, you run 3 businesses, amazing, so do I. And I'm sure some of this stuff you will have already heard, so if there's anything you can add, I'm always about group exercises, people getting involved. Let's make it interactive. So Martin, with you and your wealth of knowledge, if you've got stuff to talk about, please do so. I'd love the input. So one of the things that you guys will have heard quite often about is, I don't have enough time to run my own business. Maybe you're sitting at a dinner party and someone give you an idea of a business concept that they've had, and you might look at them and go, oh my God, that's absolutely amazing. You should so do that. And they'll say, yeah, but I don't have time. Okay, so what makes you feel like you don't have enough time? When you strip it down to the bare bones of it, often it's a preconception of how much time they have available to themselves in a day and how much time they think it's going to take to do something. At the end of the day, it is a big fear factor starting a new business, either in network marketing or in the traditional bricks and mortar sense, or an e-commerce business. And sometimes people just don't have the tools available to them. So I'm just going to give you a few tips today. Hi, Samuel. Hi. Thanks for joining. I'm going to give you a few tips today that you can take forward into some of your own personal growth, and also maybe just something you can share with friends and family. So these are kind of my key tips for setting up a business and making your diary as flexible as possible, because we all know life is for living. So first things first, have you ever heard the expression, if you want something doing, give it to somebody busy? Have everyone heard about that before? It's one of my favourites. Like, if you want something doing, giving it to somebody busy. Right, so first things first, you just need to have the right tool sets available to you to basically outsource the things that you don't want to do and the things that aren't adding any value to your time. So in the last Periscope, I talked about a SWOT analysis, so strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. So one of my strengths, I'm told, is that I'm good at talking to people when I'm on a face-to-face basis. But there is a lot of things that I have to do in my job that involves, in my business, involves research and analysis. And that sometimes means that I can't spend as much time with people like you online or actually physically in a coffee shop as I want to. So I need to look at where I can consolidate as much time as possible. And the key part of building a brand and building a business is keeping it as professional as possible. And I think what happens often is people focus too much on the end goal of, making e-commerce sales, building a team, being the success. That often people don't do the proper house building. You can't put a roof on something that hasn't had the foundations laid. So these are the first things first. Social media will be your biggest friend, and it'll also be your biggest enemy. If you are running businesses via social media, you should be spending no more than an hour and a half maximum on social media. If you are spending more than an hour and a half, that's 45 minutes in the morning, 45 minutes in the evening. If you are spending any more time than that, you are being inefficient. Okay, so the most successful people who run social media businesses actually do not spend their time on social media. So that's first things first. In addition, you need to have a really strong branding. So if you know, in terms of colour schemes, I really like blue in terms of my City to Sanity business. So I always wear blue. Blue is a big part of my life. It suits my colouring, so that makes it pretty easy. And the blue reminds me of the ocean. So next things, decide who you are and decide what your company and your business, what it represents, and go and spend a little bit of money and have a professional logo made. So the From City to Sanity logo that you've seen so far was one that I did myself. I've just been working with a designer to actually get my logo done properly. It was to suit a purpose at the time, and it gave you guys an indication of who I am and what I might, where I might be coming from, and helped us to engage, which was great. But now I've had the proper logo done as I want it to, in a way that represents my business properly. So if you don't know where to start, the first place to start is social media. So, talk to people on your social media about the things you need. If it's a problem for you, the chances are it's a problem for somebody else, or somebody else has already solved the problem. So for example, put a status up saying, just really excited, I'm launching my new business, I'm looking for someone to help me with my graphic design, my logos, my social media banners and my business cards. Does anybody out there have a good connection? For you guys in network marketing, it's already opening up a sense of communication of somebody who might eventually be involved with your business. Yeah, it's just about asking. Or you can go onto social media such as Instagram and look up hashtags. Look at people who are very creative, who are doing things in that field. Now, I don't know what the relevant ones are off the top of my head, but you could go and spend some time actually searching the correct hashtags. And you'll find there are so many people like us as business owners on social media offering their services. If you go for a bricks and mortar company, the cost is going to be bigger in terms of getting your logo done. They have got staff to pay, they have got electricity to pay, they have got leases to pay. Their overheads are much higher. You will tend to find that their prices are significantly higher than if you went to somebody else on social media who potentially is starting out and who wants to have an opportunity to actually, show what they can do. So you're helping each other, and you're also actually building your network. Because then once you've had that branding done, you should put that out there on your social media, and you should give recognition for a job well done, and say to people, thank you so much, blah, blah, blah company, for doing my logo. I'm so pleased with it. I'm so excited to be starting my business now. And it puts it out there. You're also telling the world that you're doing a new business, so you're going to have people looking at what you're doing, and you've got an opportunity to open up some dialogue. You might be able to help that person who helped you with your branding, develop a bigger customer base. They may be able to put people onto you. Don't be kind of just close-minded about, some of the stuff, the building blocks that need to be done to get you to the state of having a successful business can support the success of the business in itself. Does that make sense? Not that I've lost you. Everybody's quiet. Hello? Just seeing if you're awake. Yay! Yep. Okay, good. Just checking that you're all awake, guys. Come on, let's make it a bit fun, a bit interactive. And as you can see, the sun's shining. I'm in a really good place, and I'm full of energy and full of beans. And it's actually one of the subjects that I feel most passionately about. Okay, so I've talked to you about the importance of branding, right? So we've got that, and use it as part of building some of your soft skills in terms of communication, how you use your social media. So we've done that bit. Okay, right, now for the interesting part. So, do you all like my Frank and Jelly's mug? I got given that as a 30th birthday present. How thoughtful. So Frank and Jelly's is one of my businesses for some of you that haven't dialed into us before. So it's my favourite mug. And I am an absolute coffee fiend, guys, so I do apologise, but this is what keeps me going. Right. Next, if you've got an idea and you've got a name for a company and you've got a business that you want to do, Whatever you do, do not sit on it, because if you don't, someone else is going to do something with it. And you could action your ideas, but you could always leave them dormant. So my example is, I'm going to use my dog business today as the best example, because it will help those as well who are not involved with network marketing actually be able to potentially understand what I'm talking about. So Frank and Jellies was born from my dog Frank, who's asleep and my other friend's dog Jelly. So the idea was born from the fact I was driving to Cornwall 5 hours one day, having a conversation with my partner about what I'd spent and what I'd been going out doing, and he was complaining I'd spent too much money. And when he went into, I was actually buying stuff through a distributor, Amazon. And when he went down, he checked through it and he went, "You're paying for lots of postage here, Sarah. What are you doing?" And I even had Amazon Prime. So I just needed you to understand that background. So I said, I'm going to do my own business, and it's going to be a product review and reseller business, because I know what's good for the dogs. My community knows what's good for the dogs, but it's not available in a single source. So what I did was, I was driving down the road, carrying on down to Cornwall, and suddenly the name hit me, and I was like, it's going to be Frank and Jellies. And my other half looked at me and was like, what? I was like, it's going to be Frank and Jellies, Frank and Jelly. And the first thing I did when I arrived in Cornwall was I went on to www.godaddy.com. I paid £15 and that domain name was mine. So now frankandjellies.com is owned by me. So even if I spent some time doing research and building up the business, but now I've got no risk. Even if I decided to close the company down, nobody can take that away from me. And that's one of the things that I would encourage you to do in terms of your other business ideas. If you want to do something, just go and reserve it. There's no monthly subscriptions out there. And this is what I'm talking about in terms of the tools that you just need to be aware of. It doesn't have to be expensive, but what would be worth, spending £15 as a one-off fee on, a domain name that's something that you've always wanted to do, or watching somebody else do it and kick yourself that you just didn't do it. So that's that. Same with social media and Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. If you've got a brand name and that's yours, go out today and just reserve the shit out of it. Yeah? Does that sound good? Is anybody on the line that might be actually relevant to what you're doing at the moment? I know most of you are like listening, taking notes and things like that, but I'm just wanting to see if I can actually help someone with a real life situation. And that might not be the case today, but if not, I will go on to the next bit. Something new for you. Malika, what kind of work are you doing? Give Malika a chance. Hey, Malika. I think Periscope's been. Okay, so Malika's doing network marketing. So Malika, if you've got a particular, branding name that you want to use, maybe you should just go out. And obviously, I think there's some different rules in terms of network marketing, what you can do in third-party websites, but definitely in terms of your social media. No one's making you actually do anything with it, but, you could be kicking yourself later down the line if you didn't do something with it, okay? Right, so now is the really, really exciting bit that I have been waiting and kind of jumping up and down to talk to you about. So, as we all know, there are multiple streams of social media out there. And as I talked about, you should only be spending like 45 minutes in the morning and 45 minutes in the evening at most working on social media, right? To be the most effective. But what if you are doing social media on Twitter, on Instagram and on Facebook? That would be 6 hours of your day literally just doing the social media sources. So Frank and Jellies, my business partner is amazing in marketing, and she manages all the social media. I do all the strategy stuff. She manages all the social media. And one of the big things that I always recommend you do when you're building a business is make YouTube your best friend. I, the other day, had to go onto YouTube to watch a video about how to install my printer. There is literally every little thing that you can think of has been blogged. It's amazing. So you want to be on YouTube looking at how to grow my business using Facebook, how to grow my business using Instagram, how to do contact marketing. YouTube should be your very, very best friend. And in terms of social media, there isn't much that hasn't been done. So it was as part of this journey that I was introduced to a new tool, and some of you might have heard of it. I'll be interested, Martin, to see if it's something you've heard of. So what I want to talk to you about today, and in a minute, the reason I'm in my office is I'm going to flip the camera around and show you the tool I'm referring to, so you can really get a hands-on experience today, guys. So I really hope you're going to enjoy that. So the product I want to talk to you about is actually called HootSuite. Has anybody heard of HootSuite? Martin, is that something you've heard of? No. Shalene's heard? No. Okay. Emily has. Okay, so it's a kind of array. So the ones of you that have heard about it, are you using it? Emily's using it. Brilliant, Emily. Shalene, are you using it? Let me see. Shalene, what are you doing? Right, so after today, you need to be using it. It's an absolutely amazing tool. Malika is called HootSuite. So HOOT Suite, SUITE. Right. So HootSuite. HootSuite is an amazing social media dashboard, guys. Yeah, that's it, Malika. HootSuite. So what social media, the social media dashboard allows you to do is, and I'll show it to you in a minute, but I'll explain it first. It allows you in a single screen to see all of your social media. So right now I'm looking at a screen of Instagram, Twitter, Facebook Business, Facebook Group, Facebook Personal. And what it allows me to do at any time is to be scrolling through and actually keeping an eye on what's happening in popular trends. So I can see that there's a lot of talk about Manchester United. Seems like something's going on with one of the footballers. Oh, I think they've got a game tonight. There seems to be some stuff about Man U. On Twitter, they're talking about, there's Ricky Gervais that's talking about some stuff. So what's happening, I can see all of the hashtags. So I can make sure that I'm providing very, relevant content. Because what we're trying to do with our hashtags is, reach as many people as possible. Now, people have got different views on hashtags, and I swap and change, to be honest. My view of it is, if you are in the fashion industry, 2 to 3 hashtags are sufficient. If you are in network marketing, if you're in e-commerce, if you're in something like niche, like I am, you want to be, hi Donna, thanks for joining. If you are doing something a little bit niche, you want to be using all of your hashtags, because that's going to direct your traffic in the right direction. So what HootSuite allows us to do is to have a dashboard of what's going on in social media. I can see, for example, that my product analyst has posted something last night about benefits of a particular product. I can see in my product review groups, my group, that there's a few things been posted that I probably just need to keep an eye on, kind of how people are engaging. I'm able to physically engage on all these pages at once. Do you know how long that would take me to keep going on my iPhone? Instagram to Twitter to Facebook. I mean, seriously, I'd have sore thumbs by the end. I'd probably need some sort of thumb support if I do something like that. I'd need a thumb support, seriously. And what's really, really good at this, and this is why, Shalene, seriously, you need to be, sweetheart, you need to be using this tool, because I know you've got like time challenges and stuff. I think we spoke about, if it's the same, Shalene, we've talked about time challenges. The best part of HootSuite is you can schedule, Teresa's got another business idea for me. All right, sweetheart, after this, we'll definitely have a little soundboarding session. So, what HootSuite allows you to do, it allows you to schedule your posts. So what I'll be doing is spending 2 hours later today doing all of my content for Instagram, for social media, for, it is, isn't it? Mind-blowing. It's that I saw it and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I bet this is going to cost me a fucking fortune. Sorry, I've got potty mouth today. I really hope I'm not offending anybody on the line. I'm just being very, very real, and you can see I'm really, really excited. Okay, sorry. Oh, I thought someone was telling me shh. I thought I was getting told off for smack the hand. We'll do this in future, guys. Smack the hand. We've been naughty. I thought it was going to be really, really expensive, but this is going to be a game changer, and it's something that all of you should be using if you're on more than one social media platform, would be my advice. So what we want to be doing is spending an allotted time at the start of the week. Work out what your subjects are. So for example, I can tell you about mine. So in the media in the last couple of days, there's been something about a couple of dogs have died in Essex due to this tick. So what I'm going to be doing is making sure that we provide our viewers with some content about, you know, symptoms to look out for. I'm going to be talking about some new products that are coming in. And I'm also going to probably be running a competition. So I'm going to schedule that out. I'm going to do all of my social media posts, and I'm going to be able to get them posted when the time is right for social media and for my following, which is really, really hard to do when you're doing it manually. You know, we all know that social media is particularly active between about 7:30 and 10:30 at night. And there's been so many occasions I'll hold my hands up. I've wanted to put a piece of content out there, and I've got stuck on the phone, or I burnt the dinner, or I needed to wash up and I needed to clean up. And next thing I've looked at my phone, I was like, I've lost my window. How many of you has that happened to? You've lost your window. You've meant to do something. You know it's the most active of times, but you've lost the window. Yep, Shalene. Yep. And Martin. Absolutely. Because the thing is, we're real people. We've got stuff going on. You know, we're not robots that are available, you know, 20 hours a day. But what HootSuite allows you to do is it allows you to basically take all the noise away. You know, we talk in these periscopes about removing the noise and just seeing exactly what's going on. And this is about me giving you tools to get the best out of your life. So this tool, guys, right, they've got a thing going on at the moment. There's 30-day free trial. There's no reason why people that this is relevant to, so people with businesses or also bloggers. You know, I'm not saying it's just business owners. There's some of you out there that maybe, you know, we've got a Christian blogger I know that often joins these periscopes. I don't know if she's on the line at the moment, but you know, this isn't just for business owners. If you are basically using more than one social media platform and you're doing it with an element of branding, you should be using HootSuite. And what looks better, well, not what I can't think of anything that would look any better than my social media content going out bang, 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 all in the same place, all very nicely written, the correct detail, the right hashtags. You know, that's a Coca-Cola type thing, isn't it? It's a proper brand. That's how businesses work. It's professional, it's sleek. So I did a test earlier, and I'm going to see if it's worked in terms of the scheduled post. Oh, God, not good lighting. Sorry, guys. Right, let's have a look at... Here is HootSuite. Sorry, as you can see, I have got a very big screen. Can you guys see that all okay? I'm just going to pull this over like this. Okay, so this is the dashboard, right? So this is the dashboard up here. You can add social media streams. You can see, you know, what's going on here in terms of Instagram, what's popular. Yeah, can you guys all see that? Is this good? You can see what's in my feed in Twitter. I haven't got any scheduled posts there yet because, as I said to you, I'm going to be spending some time doing that. And then you can see the Frank and Jelly stuff. So here's the business page. I can see everything that's going on here. And, you know, I can see the product view. Right, zoom out a little bit. Carly, can you see okay? Carly, can you let me know if you can see it okay? Might be the lighting here. Okay. Right, so you can see, right, let's come all the way back here. Excuse the messy desk. You can see how many dashboards I've got going on here. So I'm able to put, you know, scheduled posts for Frank and Jelly's business pages. And I've got my Twitter and I've got my Instagram, okay? You can add streams here of social media. It's really easy. Look, you just literally go click. Then it gives you the options of adding Twitter, Facebook, Google+, LinkedIn, Instagram. Like I said, you can't actually post directly to Instagram, but you can use it for, you know, social media analysis. So what I did, which I'm hoping now if I've done it properly will work, is I did, this is my Facebook. Wow, and look at that. Right, so I can show you, I took a photograph at 11:30. I did a scheduled post because I wanted to test this for myself to see if this was working. So look what's just come up, and whilst I've been on the phone to you guys, so you know I have not been cheating. 5 minutes ago, we are live on Periscope. This is a test message using HootSuite. So what do you think of that? Pretty cool. Yeah? And look, if I wanted to now engage with, you know, who's this? Ellie Goulding. So if I wanted to engage with her, I could like literally go, loved the show. I mean, I wasn't there, but the reason I'm putting this is you can't just put generalized comments on Instagram because PS, they start blocking you. So for example, here, look, loved the show. That's Ellie Goulding. You know, I can come across here and I can like something. It's amazing. I'm so excited. This is going to be a game changer. Am I going to be sitting, clock watching, setting alarms, thinking, oh my God, you need to put this content up, you need to do this next. How do you make your own tag for your own businesses? Martin, you just write it. You just write it. So for example, if you go onto From City to Sanity's Instagram, I've just started doing that. I've created a hashtag From City to Sanity. And yes, there's only about 30 posts that have included that hashtag line. But my ambition is, as my business grows, other people will start using it. And I can do you, you know, a proper Periscope thing about Instagram and how, you know, how to use that to the best of your ability. But yeah, what you want to start doing is, give me an example, Martin, of the type of business where you would like to create your own hashtag, and then I can give you some proper advice and some ideas. What's the link one? What do you mean, LinkedIn? Cardiff? Let's give everybody a minute. Yeah, so linked is LinkedIn. So LinkedIn's corporate Facebook. So when I was in the city working as an IT project manager, it's basically a corporate version of Facebook. It's been around for quite a long time. I've had one for about 10 years, and it means Apple Text, Mixed Mobiles and iPad. Okay, I will come back to that in just a minute, Martin. I just wanted to read that so I didn't lose it. So back to Cardiff. So LinkedIn is corporate Facebook. I've been using it for about 10 years. And basically the way you do it, it's a little bit more forthcoming in terms of people adding each other as friends, almost connecting with each other. Because particularly as people move around in business and change jobs, what happens is, you know, you lose touch with people. And they're not people that you potentially want to see, you know, look into your own personal life. So what you do is you link in with them, and it's exactly the same. Have a go with it. It's a great tool. It depends on what you're doing, whether or not it's the you know, the right tool for you. I would always make the recommendation, guys, if you're using social media, you find two and do it well. So I know that we have a girl that comes along to these sessions. She's looking to set up her own wedding planning business. Okay, brilliant, Carly. She's setting up her own wedding planning business. So corporate Facebook is good in terms of supplies, but you know, her social media stuff is more around like Pinterest and Instagram. You just got to work out what the best tool set is for you. Right, so Martin, you fix Macs and iMacs, right? So an iPad. So what you want to do is start doing in your social media. You want to create your oh, Martin's back. We lost you for a minute there, Martin. So Martin was just saying about your hashtag. So what you want to start doing is use the hashtag of your business. So I'm just going to go, I am Martin's business. So hashtag I am Martin's business. And what you want to start doing is getting shout outs from people. So you want to do, so if I was you and I was your branding specialist, I would recommend you to do some Instagram posts. I wouldn't do the kind of cheesy smashed phone, oh, it's broken, come and get it fixed. I would do things that are a little bit more clever. Like, you know, picture of a girl with her head in her hands, like, oh my God, my phone's died. What am I going to do without my phone? You know, without my technology. Be a bit cute with it. or kind of like think of some, you could do your own quotes and your own memes that you could write based upon having loss of technology. That could be really fun. I like that one actually, take that one, that's a gem. Yeah, so you could do memes about, you know, losing technology, and if your phone's broken, come to me. Create your own hashtag, and then what you want to do is when customers have been to see you and they've had a good service, just turn around and say, you know what, would you mind giving us a shout out on social media that you used our service and that you were happy with the, you know, the customer service that you received and the quality and the price? What do you think? Do you like that, Martin? I've got some hearts. Yay, I'm loving the hearts today. Okay, perfect. Martin, if you want to kind of have just a bit of, you know, a soundboard with me, just give me a message from City to Sanity at outlook.com, or you can approach me via from City to Sanity Facebook. Do I know whether or not the HootSuite is badged for the paid version? No, I don't. So I'm going to continue with this after my 30-day trial. So guys, for the HootSuite, sorry, I should have mentioned that during our discussion. HootSuite, you can get it free for 30 days, and then after that it's only £10 a month. So, you know, and that is sufficient for the number of social, you know, the number of businesses, even Martin's and myself with several businesses. Now I'm doing one account per business, but the reason I'm doing that is because of users, not because of any kind of restrictions on the product. You know, £10 a month is like two Starbucks. I mean, we probably lose more than that in change in our pockets. I think it's definitely something, you know, you guys really should be investing in. So sorry that I can't let you know about that, but maybe you can kind of feed back to me and let me know. Let me know what your results are with HootSuite. I definitely think it's going to give you some time back from your lives. So right, let's do a little summary, because I know we're starting to come to the end and everyone's obviously got to get back to, you know, corporate environment or back to business. So fundamentals, Sarah's little secrets to success in building a startup. There you go, there's a mouthful. Right, branding. Reach out to people whilst you're creating your branding. You will build your network by doing it. You need to put a little bit of financial investment in. Social media is your friend, but get your logo and your brandings done properly. I've paid for it myself. Only the other day I signed off on the artwork, so we're ready to go. It cost me £150 for business cards to be designed, the logos, and the social media advert by somebody who's extremely talented. So don't be going out and doing your Google stuff, trying to find the right companies. Talk to your network. This is why we're all on social media. Talk to your network. So that's the first thing. It's the foundation for building a house. Second of all, what did we talk about? Second of all, it was all about time on social media. Make sure that you are being efficient with your time. Look at products such as HootSuite, get the most out of them. Bring some of your time back, make it more professional, make it more like a brand. So how do we feel that today's session was today? Give me some hearts, double tap on the screen if you've enjoyed the session, if you feel like you've got a lot of content from it, if it's something you would share with other people and you feel that it's added value. I'd love to hear back from you. So I think what we'll do is we'll just quickly, before we go, just open the floor. Is there any subjects that you would like me to cover for you for next time? So next time is Monday, 1 o'clock. It's an open forum for you to decide what you want to discuss. No problem, Carly. Is there anything so my periscopes are very much from City to Sanity is all about, providing logic, no nonsense advice, and that's not expensive or overly complex. We like to keep things really simple here, but helping people build their businesses, but also kind of go for other things in their lives. We've got a lot of corporates on the line, 6-figure income earners that are going, in terms of trying to get promotions and things like that. So time slot on social media and network marketing. Right, okay. I will probably do the social media stuff, but Malika will probably keep the network marketing stuff. I'm happy to do something with you separately, but I just think with the network marketing it might not be for everybody. But I'm happy to kind of do a one-to-one with you. I think social media is a really big subject. So why don't we look at the timings of social media, how often you should be posting, how you should be posting, and we make that generalised. Would you be happy with that? I think that covers what you're looking for. I know you're specifically looking at network marketing, but would you be happy with me to do it like that? Fabulous. Okay, guys, I really hope you've enjoyed yourself as much as I have. I am now chomping at the bit to get myself on this tool and get it working. So, you know, regulars, start using that product, start using those tools. You know, you can make money and you can make excuses, but you can't do them both. Start treating it like a business. It's not a hobby. It doesn't mean that it's going to, you know, stifle your creativity, but you need to be thinking about it like, this is a business, this is making me money, my time is money. So make the most of your time. Use the tools that are out there. Like I said, YouTube is great. So go out there. If you don't know the answer to something, don't always go into your own, if you're in network marketing, don't always go into your groups. There are other ways to look at it. You know, there are other people who do things differently from different companies. It's not a one size fits all, and you might get something that you can bring back to other people that's going to be a success. Okay, how to approach a corporate list, especially with corporate contacts. Right, Celine, I'm going to give you that one in a nutshell. Just do it. They are just people. You're putting them on a pedestal. They are no different to you and I. They've all kind of brushed their teeth, went to the toilet this morning and got up and went to work. What? Because you think that they might have a little bit more money in the bank, or they might have a specific job title. That makes them a better human being, and therefore you should feel intimidated by them. That's in your head, that's not in theirs. The only way you're going to be able to get past this chicken list is to look at those people and go, they've got a mum, they've got a dad, they brush their teeth, they go to the toilet, they eat the food, they are just like me. You know, if you avoid your chicken list, you're never going to grow. You are going to plateau, because you will never be able to find how to tap into your own motivation and your own self-esteem. It's by doing the things that frighten us. When I did my very first Periscope with you guys, I was shaking like a leaf before I came on. And now I feel very comfortable because I had to push myself to do it. And there are some days where I have more successful interactions with you guys than others. I'll be completely honest with you. I didn't realise we were having a technical issue on Monday, and I was talking about, our previous scopes, and I thought that it wasn't content that you were enjoying, and it made me feel very nervous, and it made me feel very, very kind of apprehensive about doing the next Periscope, today's Periscope. But I can see by your interactions that you really enjoyed it. But I could have just given up and gone, oh, do you know what? There wasn't really great interaction. I think I've missed the boat on that one. Does that help, Shalene? I know that that's probably not the approach that you were hoping I was going to give you, but I will give you the no-nonsense attitude of just effing do it. We actually have a saying in the corporate world that's called JFDI, just fucking do it. And that's the thing that the bosses used to say to us when they kind of, the little yes men in middle management, let's just get it done, let's just get it done. It's JFDI. Just pick up that phone. You have got as many hours in your day as Beyoncé. That is the title of this Periscope. The difference is she's got tools and she's got an entourage. You've got me. So pick up the phone to the corporates. You need to know enough about your person that you're talking to, and that shouldn't make a difference whether or not they're corporate or whether or not they're the person from Sainsbury's that you've got talking to. If you haven't spoken to them enough, if they're on your chicken list, you don't know enough information about. Guys, if I still got you there, apologies. The phone just rang, so I just quickly did a decline. Anyway, lots of love to you all. I hope that's been useful, helpful. Share with all your followers. I love having you on board this train. So any more feedback, any more information you'd like me to do, I'm starting to plan the next week's sessions. Get on, use LinkedIn, start using all your social media tools. Let's get this looking so professional that your business starts running itself. Okay, dears? Okay, guys, so lovely to speak to you all again. Take care. Speak soon. Bye.